How do you do, ladies and gentlemen? This is Robert L. Ripley, starting another Believe It or Not expedition in search of the strange, curious, and unbelievable.
We didn't lie to you, folks. We told you we had living, breathing monstrosities. You laughed at them, shuddered at them, and yet, but for the accident of birth, you might be even as they are.
She isn't coming yet, Toto. Did she hurt you? She tried to, didn't she? Come on, we'll go tell Uncle Henry and Aunt Ann.
Nothing is wrong.
Of a string. Io ho preso un papier da giocare. The one and only.
Her name is Dolly.
What a buildup.
The first living, breathing clone of an adult mammal.
The headline on the other major news story today, to which we intend to devote some time, is very simple. Hello, Dolly.
10, 11, 12.
What's all the shouting?
This is a public service announcement.
Each human life is unique, born of a miracle that reaches beyond laboratory science. I believe we must respect this profound gift and resist the temptation to replicate ourselves.
Which brings us to the fundamental question, should we be applauding a mind-boggling scientific breakthrough or be nervous about where it might lead us?
A Church of Scotland report has called for an independent commission to be set up to examine the ethics of biotechnology.
Are we acting more like the creator than creatures? Are we trying to play the role of God and all this?
That is spectacularly stupid.
What we've got here is failure to communicate. Some men you just can't reach.
We choose to go to the moon.
Recognizing a communist, physical appearance counts for nothing. If he openly declares himself to be a communist, we take his word for it. If a person defends the activities of communist nations while consistently attacking the domestic and foreign policy of the United States, she may be a communist. If a person does all these things over a period of time, he must be a communist. But there are other communists who don't show their real faces, who work more silently.
It depends a little on what you mean by paranoia. If you mean a psychotic conviction that you're being persecuted, which is not in accord with reality, I don't think I had that. But boy, I sure thought the cops were watching everything I did, and I was correct.
At home, Americans feared red subversion. Congress revived the House Committee on Un-American Activities. In 1947, the committee investigated Hollywood, factory of America's imagination.
Are you or have you ever been a member of the Communist Party? I believe I have the right to be confronted with any evidence which supports this question. I should like to see what you have.
Oh, well, you would.
Yes.
Well, you will pretty soon. The witness is excused.
10 witnesses, the Hollywood 10, defied the committee's right to ask about their beliefs.
Had my way about it, they'd all be sent
Back in the USSR.
or some other unpleasant place.
may have had something to do with my writing, it may have had something to do with my lifestyle, or a combination of both, but I was too afraid of the police to ask what it was I was doing.
I didn't think I'd ever say this, but of the soul. He wrote about people's souls.
Till was one of the last people to actually write predictive science fiction, in the sense that he saw a new world coming before it was there.
What would you do with a brain if you had one?
This is Jeopardy!
Ladies and gentlemen, this is Watson.
I am a deep question answering system. Beatles people for 400.
This title gal, children at your feet, wonder how you manage to make ends meet. Watson.
Who is Lady Madonna?
Correct.
Am I really a clone?
Sam, I can only account for what occurs on the base. I am very sorry.
Dolly the sheep has died. A scientist at the Institute in Scotland, where she was born, said she was diagnosed with progressive lung disease. She was only 6 years old.
Wake up, honey. There's no place like home. There's no place.
And now, I hope you'll all watch for my next Believe It or Not picture, taken in strange and remote corners of the world.
I'd like to begin this talk with a question. Do androids dream of electric sheep?
Yes, of course. Believe it or not.